At the age of 14, when I was in Nagpur, I wrote a letter to Baba in the year 1938, in the beginning of the year 1938. Then Baba sent me a letter and asked me to see him in April 1938. So I was given send off by Mr. Jairaj from Nagpur, and then I went to Mahabaleshwar, where Baba was putting with Western group. So while I was in journey, I had lost my luggage and I had no money for the journey. So in the way, one bus man who was there in Pune, he told me, I related him the whole story that I had lost all my luggages and I have nothing with me. So he was prepared to take me to Mahabaleshwar, where Baba was staying. So I accordingly went in his car, and he took me to the place where Mahabaleshwar bus stand was there. So as soon as I got down from the bus, I saw somebody waiting for me. I asked him, who is he? He told me that I am Jal, Baba's brother. Baba knew that you are coming, so he has sent me. So he then took me to Baba. When Baba asked me everything, what happened, I told him that I had lost all my luggage and all suitcases. So Baba said, don't worry. Then at that time there was one God intoxicated soul by name Muhammad. He was also standing there before Baba. And Baba is very careful about our things. So he asked me, don't worry. Then he told me to go and take rest. So in the night I took rest. Then in the morning Baba came to me with his Mandali and secretary. So I was taking my bath. I was in the bathroom. So I had not finished my bath. So one Gustaji who was staying with Baba, who was always observing silent, he came to me. He gestured to me by signs and said, come on, Baba is calling you. So I had not finished my bath, but still in the same condition, I was wearing underwear. So he caught my hand and took me to Baba. Then Baba told me to sit in his circle. Baba asked me, Baba wanted to examine me whether I am fit for the path. So Baba asked me what thoughts were passing during night time in your mind. So I told him. So Baba wanted to know what prominent thought was prevailing in my mind. So when I was of 14, beforehand Baba, it was told by Baba's Mandalis that nobody, you will not go to Baba during night time when he is resting in his seclusion. So, but the same thought was striking my mind. So I was thinking to go to Baba in the naked condition. So this I told to Baba. That was the main thing. Then Baba, he said that in the presence of Mandali, fit for this path. So I stayed with Baba there for 3 days. Then afterwards Baba told me to go home. So then I came back to Nagpur. After that, then again I came to Baba next in the year 1944 when Baba had come to Nagpur. So I was in Baba's company there for 2-3 days. I was specially called from Jabalpur there when Baba was to give darshan to the public of Nagpur. Then again Baba, he was then I was in his company for 2-3 days. Then after staying with him, I went back to Jabalpur. Then again in the year 1946, I was very restless for Baba. Baba had given me instruction to observe silence every Sunday. So like that I was observing silence, but when I started silence from one Sunday, I was inclined not to break that silence, and that continued for about 1 month. So that was going on for continuously even when I was attending duty. So I was very much restless. Then Baba told me that I was not in a position to break the silence. I had lost my interest in all activities. I had lost interest in food and sleep and all that. So I conveyed this thing to Baba. And then Baba called me to him. He had given me one telegram which was like this: I know you love me most, but you should have patience until you see me at Allahabad. So if you he said that how can responsibility of losing job rest on me if you disobey? So if you are unable to obey my order, you come here immediately. So after 2 days, I started to for Ahmednagar along with a friend of mine who was guiding me to take to Baba. When we reached Ahmednagar station, Adike Irani, he came there on the station and he took us to his place. And then next morning we went to Baba's place at Pimpalgaon. When I went along with my friend Sharma, Baba asked him everything about me, how he was behaving during the last month. And so he related him the whole story about my restlessness. So Baba said that you break your silence. If you are not prepared to break silence, then go to my one agent who is living at Himalaya. So you think before doing this. So I then, in the Baba's presence, broke my silence. Then Baba was saying that he has gone half mad. Then he asked everything about my family details, about my mother, about my brother, everything. Whether if he will keep me with Baba, whether my mother will allow him to spare me there. So I told Baba that Baba, she will not allow me to stay with you. Although Baba was prepared to pay for all the maintenance charges to my mother. So then Baba said, you must obey me implicitly like Kalyan. You know that I am talking to you just now in your presence, but simultaneously you don't know what I am doing at other places throughout the world. That means Baba wanted to indicate on me Baba had a universal mind, and at the same time he was seeing and performing other duties at other places. He remarked that you will attain God realization in this very life with retaining gross consciousness. He told me that why you are impatient. God is more curious to than you are, he said. Just as if there is you are not to hasten for God realization. He gave me one example saying that if there is a baby in the stomach of a mother, if you say the baby cannot come out all at once, it takes about some fixed period, say 9 months. So also there is a fixed time for you for. So Baba said that I will make you walk through fire and hell. And since that time I was feeling Baba's that divine love within my heart, and due to that love, whatever sufferings and difficulties were in my life, they were not felt by me. Yes. Said that you will attain God realization in this very life with retaining gross consciousness. And also he said that I will make you walk through fire and hell. So since that time I was not having any feeling of sorrow and suffering because of his love which was transmitted to me. And I was all the while restless, and then again I was having correspondence with Baba about my experiences, and he was always saying, you convey to me your experiences from time to time, and also he gave me some instruction in dream also. So after that I was very much day and night thinking about Baba, and Baba's picture was in my heart day and night. So again I was called by Baba in the year 1945 at Jubilee Hill, Hyderabad. So I again went with my friend Sharma, who took me to Baba. Baba was there along with Dr. Gunny and Captain William Donkin, who were there. So I stayed there for 2 days. Before I went there, Baba had told me that you will stay there for 2 months. But when I remained with him for 2 days, Baba was saying that 2 days in the company of a perfect master is equal to 2 months. So when he saw that the restlessness was too much, he asked me that for 2 years you leave this place. You have to walk throughout India on foot, not to touch money, and beg for your food. And after 2 years you come to me. So he said that you think of this, and tomorrow morning you let me know. So Baba asked me about my decision, about the question of life and death. Then I told him that as there are some other sanskaras of past life, so I expressed my unwillingness to act according to what Baba said. So next morning Baba called me again and wanted to know about my decision. I related him that as there are certain sanskaras of past life, and Baba also knowingly said that as you have sanskaras of the past life, you will have to work them out, then only it would be possible for you. So I expressed my unwillingness to go on that part which Baba had asked me previously. Then in the evening Baba told me to depart from Hyderabad Jubilee Hill. So before departure he asked my companion whether he has got all the facilities of, that is passage expenses and all that. So that my friend said, yes sir, we have got all. So Baba said, you go home now. So then we went to the station, and from that we started for Jabalpur again. Then again there was Savas of Baba in 1955. So telegrams had sent to all places that Baba was running in fever, very high degree fever. So even though the Baba will be in fever, he will continue the Savas. So that time my daughter was very seriously ill. She was on deathbed. So all my family members, mother and Mrs. advised me to send a telegram to Baba that you are unable to go to him. But under such adverse circumstances, Baba's law brought me to Savas, and that Savas was for 1 week. And in that Savas, the restlessness of mind was extreme, and I was feeling Baba's love extremely in my heart, and due to that also I was not in a position to have sound sleep and to concentrate my mind on food and other worldly activities. So for 7 days there was no sleep, and Baba told me that he is half mad. The instructions which were given to me by Baba was in April 1938 at the age of 14. That is for instruction never to tell a lie, never to do any lustful action, never to eat meat, fish and eggs, never to hammer anyone, never give thought to lust, anger, greed, hatred, never smoke, nor take alcoholic drinks, meditation for 1 hour, and 1 hour writing of Om Parabrahma Baba daily. These were the 7 instructions.
What was the last one again? Read the 7th instruction.
7 instructions, meditation 1 hour and 1 hour writing of Om Parabrahma Baba daily. So these were continued for about 2-3 years.
And then what happened?
And afterwards I was following the one instruction of observing silence every Sunday for 3 years. And after that, reached to such an intensity that after 1 month I was made to go to Baba, and he has called me to have the full details about my spiritual condition. So that I have already told before.